Today's assignment is for you to read the text, Why Ancient Greek Mythology is Still Relevant Today, and consider how the author uses details to contribute to the main ideas in the selection. When complete, you will submit your document below. You are going to start this assignment on your own by watching this video. Yay for you. And then you will finish your assignment with your teacher during synchronous learning time. So let's all click on this page. Remember to split your screen so you can watch this video and have the page open. So when I click here, I open up and I get my copy. Just like you have been doing, you are going to get rid of the words copy of and put your name. And you will submit this today. So for now, you do not have to move it into your Lightning Thief folder. Just keep your tab open and don't close it until after your teacher has gone through the lesson with you. So one of our learning targets today has to do with main ideas and details. So the directions are, as you read the text, think about main ideas and the details that support them. Complete the questions in order to work through difficult vocabulary and capture your thinking. So I already see that the title is Why Ancient Greek Mythology is Still Relevant Today. So I already know, I think I know what the article is going to be about, why it's still relevant today. So let's find out. Here's our first heading. Now, whatever I do on my screen, I want you to do on your page. For right now, again, we're thinking about main ideas and details and vocabulary. All right, here we go. If there is one subject that is still widely taught today, it has to be the subject of ancient Greek mythology. It isn't just taught as a part of a literature curriculum at school, but is also part of most history lessons. Some people might wonder why the world is still so hung up on ancient Greek myths when they are nothing but stories and they come from thousands of years ago. However, one look at the vast amount of ancient Greek themed movies and literature today, people will quickly come to the conclusion that the world is still fascinated with Greek mythology, though they might not always be able to say why. For those who think that ancient Greek mythology stories are nothing more than a bunch of outdated tales, they just happen to be wrong. That is quite an opinion that this person has. Let's keep reading. For sure, these stories may have been written hundreds, if not thousands of years ago, but it is good to remember they were written by wise men who had a hand in helping shape modern thinking. Let's pause there. Are you guys getting this author's perspective? This is not what this is about, but really every time you read, you want to think, what is the author's opinion? Wow, he really thinks these men are wise. Let's find out who they are. These great men, Aristotle and Sophocles to name a few, were not mere storytellers. They didn't spend their days weaving tales just because they wanted to and had nothing to do. They were too good for that, and this is why their Greek myths have withstood the test of time and are relevant until today. In fact, they might even still be relevant 100 years from now. Check out that picture. So again, we're supposed to be thinking about main ideas and details. So, what is this author mostly talking about here? He seems to really like Greek myths. Let's keep reading. What are Greek myths? To some people, Greek myths are these epic tales of gods and goddesses gallivanting about the earth, achieving all sorts of impossible tasks. They are stories of people dealing with the gods, and either they come out triumphant, or they end up bloody and charred, or turned into animals and plants. Indeed, a person who doesn't look beyond the surface will think that these tales are nothing more than flights of fancy by old storytellers from the past. But a deeper look at these stories will tell you more than that. These myths aren't just legends, and while they are just stories, quote unquote, they are stories with a purpose and reason. A deeper look at Greek myths should reveal morals, philosophies, and even warnings. Okay, We came to our first stop. First of all, let me remind myself, oh, this whole section is what are Greek myths. So we're finding out about Greek myths. Highlight the correct definition of morals as the word is used in this selection. So do we think morals are ideas or habits of behaviors that have to do with what is right and what is wrong? Or are they scornfully ironic remarks? Well, this seems that they are stories with a purpose and a reason. So I'm thinking it has to be something positive, and the word scornful is negative. So let's go ahead and highlight this top one. Again, how did I do that? I clicked and I dragged and I clicked on this top highlighting tool. Question 2, highlight the meaning of the word philosophies as it is used in this section. Let's see, is it, okay, I'm rereading the sentence. Let's see. Is it A, the written rules of a government, or B, the personal values and rules that guide one in life? Okay, so I'm going to use context here. Let me see. Did they mention governments at all? Didn't really talk about that, but it did talk about, again, purpose and reason. So I'm thinking that it would have to be the personal values because values are kind of like purpose and reason. All right, let's keep reading so we can talk about main idea. These tales rarely have the happily ever after endings that people are so used to these days. But remember, they weren't written for entertainment, they were written with a higher purpose. One wouldn't expect such great minds to waste their time telling a story for the sake of telling a story. They had to have purpose and they had to impart knowledge. In truth, these myths give people a chance to glimpse at the way the Greeks lived and how they thought back then. It might seem hopelessly outdated and unimportant, but the exact opposite of that is true. Oh, that last sentence was confusing. Let's go back. It says, in truth, these myths give people a glimpse at the way Greeks lived and how they thought back then. It might seem hopelessly outdated and unimportant. Okay, so he's saying that might seem that way, but the opposite of that is true. So that being that it's outdated. Wow, this person really likes Greek myths, huh? So for this first section, the main idea is given to you. Myths are more than just tales of gods and goddesses doing impossible tasks on earth. Now it's our task to find supporting details. So if I'm looking for supporting details, we need to take specific lines from the text that support the idea that myths are more than just gods and goddesses doing impossible tasks. So let's find details from this section we read that this is talking about more than just these impossible tasks. So this sentence says there's stories of people dealing with gods and either they come out triumphant or they end up bloody and charred or turned into animals and plants. Okay, that would not support this main idea because the main idea is that it's not just these things. So what else is there? Indeed, a person who doesn't look beyond might think that these are nothing more than flights of fancy. Okay, that's still the opposite. Aha, these myths aren't just legends. While they are just stories, they are stories with a purpose and a reason. A deeper look at Greek myths should reveal morals, philosophies, and even warnings. Okay, so this sentence right here, I'm going to copy it and paste it. That sentence supports the idea that myths are more than just tales of gods and goddesses doing impossible tasks on earth. Now, what I want you to do is look in this paragraph and find one more detail that supports that myths are more than just tales of gods and goddesses. Okay, so what's something else that Greek myth can do? Complete that detail, and then you are done with your asynchronous learning. As soon as you've completed both your entrance ticket or your Engage the Learner and this task. Be ready with your teacher to talk about the main idea of this first section and be ready to keep reading with your teacher during synchronous learning time. Remember to always refer back to the anchor chart that you either have seen or you will be introduced to about things that good readers do, such as going back in the text and finding details like we did, or good readers also go back and use context clues to determine the meaning of unfamiliar words. So fill out this number 2 with a sentence from this portion and be ready to go to class. Have a wonderful day.